Welcome in. Appreciate you guys that's in here, early risers. So today's video, man, or today's live. Got my cup of coffee, got my watch, wrist check, have a PRX. We're gonna talk a little bit about that today. But there's a couple of topics I'm gonna hit this morning, man, because I want to get you guys' feedback on some stuff as far as watches. And I will show you this episode, right? And this live was actually inspired by I was looking at Watch Chris yesterday, and the title, because I got it pulled up here. The title was Are you a good watch collector? And yeah, I want to go over that, man. I want to go over that because I want to get your feedback on some stuff. What's up, Chris? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And okay, I can't see that. I don't have my glasses today. Don't know what happened to my glasses. They are MIA. I gotta get some more. So bear with me as far as reading the chat today. I can't see that. What up? Jay Jones in the building. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Wrist check. What y'all got on the wrist, man? What are y'all wearing today? What are you wearing? Oh, also, you got to be. Yo, if you had your notifications on, you that just called me, that you say you watch my show, you would have known that I was live. Thanks for calling, though. Appreciate it. We can talk later. But anyway, yeah, so today's episode was inspired by that. Plus, I had some watches that I want to talk about. I've shown these watches a number of times, but being a consumer of YouTube, I've looked at a number of watches. I learned about a number of watches through YouTube, and I want to share some of those because those, like, once you get them, I do know people on Watch Crunch and they post their watches on a regular basis. Some people on Facebook. So from the Aragon and Victor groups, I know you guys post on a regular basis, but that's the one thing that I don't see on YouTube at all, unless it's something negative, and that's like for the Invicta collectors. And there's maybe one or two people that are still talking about Invicta watches. Invicta hasn't put out anything like they used to, right? So I want to cover that real quick. I want to go over something. I want to show you guys something that I don't think I may have shown this watch, and if I did, it was years ago. Hold on, where is it? I may not have brought it up with me. Hold on, let me see. I do have a few Invicta pieces. Oh, I got a new strap today too, y'all. I'm going to show that here in a second. I got it for this Airman that I have. Oh, yes, I do have it. It's here with me right now. And this piece right here, I've had this watch for a few years now. This is a part of the artist series from Invicta. And you see the TV style. I believe this watch is like 45 millimeters across. Has a quartz movement, a Japanese quartz movement in it. Now, I remember watching this on Evine years ago, and I said, oh, I like that because in the actual, on the dial, there's a skull, but then behind it, you see there's another skull that is on there. You can barely see it. But this one has the date function, the day of the week, so multi-function timepiece. And realistically, looking at this watch in certain lights, you can't see the date. The way it's printed on the dial, it's more of a visual piece, right? And it's not sapphire crystal; it is mineral crystal. And on the back, this is you can see the artist series has that hidden butterfly clasp, but it's friction based. This watch has to be, gosh. When did I buy this watch? I want to say around 2018. I've had this watch for a long time. I literally just changed the battery. You see the high gloss on there. Now, this is a watch that you won't see showcased on YouTube at all. At all. You won't see it because the number one watch that if you're going to see Invicta is going to be a Pro Diver or one of the, like, more like a Sea Hunter or something that is huge, and it's always used as a punching bag for, like, hey, why do people collect watches that's like 100 millimeters tall or whatever, big or whatever. But getting back to, I don't want to get off the topic. I was listening to Watch Chris, and I watch his videos all the time. Um, and if you don't know who that is, just type it in, watch Chris, and he does reviews on an array of watches. And every so often, I see him. He will have a watch that's expensive on there, something in his personal collection. But I think he does a great job with just covering the watches. But yesterday's episode hit me hard because the question was, hold on, I got it written down. Well, you see it. Like, so what makes a good watch collector? And I kind of tied in. I was watching the 1916 Company. Tim also was going over, what was this topic yesterday? 3 watches that you must have, that you must own. And the first watch I think he talked about was a Omega Constellation piece. Now, let's talk about that after I get into the chat. I have on my Telos. Okay. Thank you for the text message. Appreciate that. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody that just came through the door, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, so this one, yeah, I've had this watch for a long time. Like I said, 2018, I think is when I bought this watch, and I wore it, man, wore it. I enjoy it. I don't know, it's kind of. Oh, here's the other part to it, too. Like, you see, there's a skull on that side, and going back to, I'm tying in 2 subjects, right? 1916 and watching Chris. 3 watches you must have. I got it written down right here. 3 watches that you must have. But I also added my saying to it, or like something else to it. It's like what that makes you an important collector, a good collector. That's how I tied in watching Chris, because he was annoyed by a topic. Oh, I guess he was talking to another collector, and this collector was like, "Yo, this collector has some heavy hitters in his collection," and like they pointed out, the grails. And one thing that I appreciated about watching Chris is he did not shy away from the fact that he talked about Zuckerberg on there. Because if you guys been following, Zuckerberg literally just came into collecting watches. Now, I don't know anything about what he knows. I don't know about his expertise on watches, but he got a lot of money, so he could just buy whatever he wants to, and it's grail after grail. And that's the thing too that I want to cover today, was like, with this whole, what makes you a good watch collector, watches that go under the radar, because that was the whole topic. I don't want this like sound like it's clickbaity, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But because I do have some watches here that when YouTube announces it, when a YouTuber talks about a watch, whatever comes out, for example, the Gene Kranz, when this reissue came out, it was like, hey, that is our job. If we're doing this as horologists, that is our job to put out what's new. And if you have a partnership or a relationship with a watch company and they're sending you watches, yeah, you have to do your due diligence on putting that out. So I don't shy away from that. But what happens to that watch once you announce it, once you showcase it, and it's gone? I mentioned this before. There was if you go over to Reddit, there was a whole conversation about not trusting YouTubers because they get watches in from micro brands and some of these big brands, and then you'll see those same YouTubers selling these watches on eBay. So it's like, I can't trust what this YouTuber is talking about. And that's for a whole nother topic. But I'm digging a little deeper than that. Of all the watches that you guys have seen promoted on YouTube, what watches do you gravitate towards, right? And even going back to that whole topic of 3 watches that you have, and then some people like the perfect one watch collection. For those of us that collect multiple watches, that's, I don't know, let me just speak for me. That's impossible for me to just collect one watch and be like, hey, that's a watch I'm gonna just wear for the rest of my life, and that's it. I don't need any other watch. I can assure you that I'll show you a watch that I have been wearing a lot of, and it's a watch that I got, you know, and I put the paid promotions in there because I do it. This watch was given to me, and granted, then there's another watch in here that I got that it was heavily discounted. That like the average person wouldn't have got that type of discount unless I had a partnership. So I poke, and that again, this watch was heavily discounted. Thanks to Jake over there at Trifecta. So, this is a watch that I gravitate towards on a regular, and I am a tool watch. If I had to define what type of collector I am, I love watches. And granted, if I had the cash, there are a few watches that I would get that they may not make sense to other people, but I would definitely get to it. Like Omega, I wouldn't. It's, you know, it's crazy. It's like with the Omega series. I love the Seamasters. I would, if I was to get any Seamaster, it would be actually there's three. The one that came out last year was like the Hunter Green with the rose gold on it. I love that watch. I actually tried that watch on at Moria Jewelers. Beautiful watch in person. Then the Seamaster 300 in blue, the Bond version, and then the actual James Bond. So those three, if I mean, that's a stupid amount of cash to spend on 3 dive watches, because if I had the cash, I would actually get all 3. But if I had to, like any Omega, like the one Omega that I absolutely love is the Speedy 57 in that maroon with that maroon leather, man, which I actually got a strap inspired by that. I was like, man, because that watch it's close to $10,000. I saw it on hold up, where was that at? Joma Shop. I saw it on Joma Shop for $7,500 and some change. Hold on, let me get into the chat. Laurier, JJ's in the building. You know what? I am going to fix this. So if you came in here, y'all, I don't have my glasses on, but I am actually going to. I have to read y'all comments. So I have another way of doing this. So bear with me. Just so happened I have my secondary device with me, and I am going to extend. What does that say? Oh, you didn't like the Skull watch? Okay, I really love the Hydro Max. There's, you know what? I know a few other people that don't like Skull watches that Invicta did. And Invicta actually, let's hold on. Let's do this. Let's pause there for a second, because hey, what's going on? How you doing? Because Invicta has such a huge catalog of watches, and being that I'm on YouTube and I have every opportunity to talk about Invicta watches, and I had got off of it because like there's free promotion for Invicta that inspires people. You know what? I really want to go out and search. So I had got selfish because I was mad at Invicta at one point. Which again, going back to Chris's statement, I'll get back to that. He was very open and honest about his take on these watches. But I want to show you guys something that this right here, if you are an Invicta collector and you have any watch with a Valjoux 7750 in it, man, this was premier stuff. This was like the top of the top, like for collectors, and that was the vibe that I got. And this used to be talked about maybe some 12 years ago, 15 years ago. This was talked about on YouTube when it wasn't as popular. It wasn't wildly popular, but like if you go back and find, if you type in Invicta, you'll get an array of videos. But going back 15 years ago, anybody that had one of these watches, and especially this is a Pro Diver, and originally the Pro Diver was modeled, after Rolex, the Submariner. And Invicta just said, you know, we're gonna take it and freak it, and they put a Swiss movement in it. And this is considered to be one of the, and like you can see that has the old rotor in it. That is old style right there. And this watch, yo, so I had this watch tested. Shout out to Kokomo. This watch was running 5 seconds. Was 5 seconds. Like, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Didn't have any work done to it. That's just how it was running. Nice chronograph, and it is a thick beast. It is monstrous. And Watch Chris had mentioned that maybe a joke or whatever, but there is some type of watch club that don't allow Invicta collectors in there. But that's the number one thing that, like, when we're talking about watches, man, and even with the topic of my show, watches that fly under the radar, watches that like, it's when you're doing a wrist check, you don't really have a number of people that are talking Invicta like that. That era has died, but there's beauty in collecting a brand. For example, maybe two years ago, Invicta came back. They brought out the 2824, right? Movement. They brought that back and stuff. Like, look at that tiger's eye. Yes, this is a big piece. This is a massive piece. Very unique though, because this right here, what I would say, will be along the lines of Rolex's Yachtmaster, just because of the way the bezel is. Or you could say, you know what? I would even go and say, like, even Omega, because y'all know Invicta will homage and will model their watches after popular stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like, that aluminum bezel I think is amazing. And then it has like this crazy. Look at that, the crown system. You see that? Now you know that your watch is in danger. It's ready to, if you jump in the water with that thing, yeah, you about to be in trouble. You're about to be in trouble. But you set everything. It's weird how you set the time with this. I may even do a video on this if you have this, or if you actually see this on eBay and you want to buy it. You don't set the time and date. It's the same concept, but it's just like the different positions, because you have to pull the crown out. Yeah, I'll have to show you. Let me get into the chat real quick. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. House X in the building. What's going on? At work. Okay. All right. No problem. I appreciate you watching. I'm understanding why people think. Yes. There is a level of watch snobbery. If you guys look at that video from yesterday, watch Chris drop, which I highly encourage you guys to do that. And I don't mind, like, and the thing, I've never met Chris ever in my life. I heard that he's a pretty dope guy. I heard that the way he talks on camera is how he is in real life. I would like to meet him. Hopefully I get a chance to meet him, because I've been a fan of his work for a long time. Yo, it's snowing out. Y'all, side note, for those that don't know, I live in Indiana, right? Indiana is so bipolar. Y'all know yesterday it was 72 degrees here, 72. Yo, and hold up, man. I don't know if y'all can see this, man. Y'all see that? It's freaking snowing outside today. It was literally, man, bro, I'm talking about pneumonia. I was gonna walk to work today, man, because I'm not that far from my job, man. But it's crazy work, bro. Like, I'm leaving, bro. Like, I gotta get up out of Indiana. Indiana sucks. All right, so yeah, but going back to Chris's video, he made a point of, when he brought up Zuckerberg, and he mentioned that he was jealous of the fact that, like, your average collector will come in, like, for you guys, right? There's a watch that you know that you want, right? But you may not be able to afford right now. Like I mentioned before, if I had the money, not saying that would be like the most wise thing to do, spending $7,500 on a watch, because that's a lot of money. Because, like, you can buy a car for $7,500. You can invest $7,500 in something that'll make you more money, right? But granted, because I like watches, and the fact that if I had my chance, any Omega, right? If I can only get one Omega, it would be the Speedy 57 in maroon, flat out, hands down. I put that watch on. I went out to Maury Jewelers, and that was a watch that I'm like, hey, could you pull this out the case? And I know people love the original Speedmaster, all the different versions of the Speedmaster, and hey, I'm all for it. I know the story. Everybody and their mama knows the story about the Speedmaster. I'm not taking away from the history of that, but that is dead on me personally. right? The space and everything. All right, cool. I mean, because if we're talking space, think about the man that actually helped these guys get up there, right? Gene Kranz. This isn't talked about nearly enough. Um, Even the watch that I'm going to show you that I got a strap for is not talked about at all. Because this was actually used on some of those space missions. I think the Gemini mission, which Gene Kranz was in charge of that as well. But he was the odd numbers, and I believe was it Pete Conrad when he went. I think he was on the even number. So Gene Kranz, I can't remember what the story was behind it. Why Gene Kranz chose all the odd numbers, I don't know. But yeah, this watch actually was used in the space mission, and it's not talked about at all. And I will say it's going to be shunned because glycine is owned by Invicta, and the market is going to, by popularity sake, is going to always fall on Omega. You know, even when we talking Rolex, the Explorer, that's going to be talked about like climbing mountains and stuff like it. There's a whole thing behind that. But there's so many watches that go under the radar. There's a ton of watches that just go under the radar. Let's see. I don't know. Bro, I have to get some more. I don't know where they are. I don't know where my glasses are, bro. I have no idea. Animal. uh, that's the okay. Yeah. Me too. But, bro, yeah. I'm struggling. Hey, you know, a watch that I loved, I had gravitated towards, man. And this is like I don't hear anything about Zenea Watch Company, and I don't know what he's doing. I know he like every year he puts on an event up there in Canada, right? Jason does, but this is a beautiful watch. It's really nice. The color on the bezel is vibrant. I love the meteorite. Keeps great time. It's a very comfortable watch. It's very striking. I like this watch, hands down. And for the prices, you still get the Swiss movement and stuff like that. Whatever that means to you. Whatever that means to you. All I know is I love the sweep motion. It keeps great time. It looks good on my wrist. And I don't regret having this watch. I don't regret buying this watch. Man, it is really, it's a nice timepiece, man. And it's something that I collected, that I worked my butt off and got it because I couldn't get it when it first came out. I couldn't get it. I couldn't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Because I had other things going on. But I saved up, and I actually, I remember selling another watch to actually get this watch. So, yeah. And I don't showcase this as much. I don't post it to Watch Crunch as much, but it still gets its wrist time. But it doesn't, as far as YouTube is concerned, there are watches that come out, people just like, they forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, as far as micro brands are concerned, there's like Christopher Ward, which is not a micro brand, but as an independent, it gets talked about a lot. But what about Fletcher Von Reese, right? This is another watch you guys show. I posted this watch when I first got it. This watch actually houses my own personal serial number in here because it has 3D a part of the serial number, which is done on purpose, of course, because I have a relationship with the owner. Really cool dude, man. Got a great family. And that's the thing. It kind of, to me, like these watches kind of grow cold. No, not kind of. You don't see anybody talking about Fletterman. I actually have two Fletterman Von Reese pieces. And there's people in Indiana that swear by this, and he's doing great, actually. He has some other watches coming out. There's launches, which, stay tuned. For you Purdue fans out there, Purdue alumni, just know something big is coming, which I think is pretty dope. While we're talking, I'll tell you, for those, you guys know that this isn't the original strap that came on here. It was actually a bracelet. I didn't know that bracelet had two pieces to it. So when I was changing it out, push pin, I didn't know they had this little small sleeves in it, and I actually lost two of the sleeves, and I was like, crap. So I put the pin back in, and it slid right out. I was like, what the heck? And I was like, oh crap, it's sleeves in it. Um, but it was no, it was cool because the bracelet still I could just do it with the rest of them. I only lost two, and I wasn't really fond of the bracelet. I want to change it out, so I changed it to this. Give it something different, and this is from Strap Habit. But then I ordered some stuff off of Straps Code, which I'm actually changing this out today. Because I'm gonna wear this to work today. Because I actually have on khaki pants. We're trying on Flederman Saturday. Okay, this Saturday. Bet it up, bro. You said Rolex. We got Rolex fans in the house. Hold on, let me just change the strap, and then I'm going to where we at? 26 minutes. All right, I'll make sure I got ample time to finish this. Hold on, y'all. And I gotta feel more. This sucks not having my glasses, man. Cause like change the strap, trying to. Yeah, there we go. Just gotta feel my way through. Let me make sure I. You're talking about your eye surgery, yeah. All right, hold on, y'all. What just happened, man? That's crazy. There we go. I want to make sure I don't miss any comments. All right, so I'm gonna ask you guys this: what watch that you have in your collection that you would love to see talked about more often, or what watches that you see that don't get the credit it deserves? Because there are some watches out here that are, man, amazing pieces. And I'll say this, even with Invicta, there's some watches that's out there. So their version of Invicta's version of the Daytona, right? Speedway. I said speedy. Their Speedway. It came with back in the day was 40 millimeter automatic movement, case back. You can see the case back. And that watch does, I mean, whoever owns that watch now, like that's a great watch. That is a great watch. And it was inexpensive in comparison to an actual Daytona. Because even when Invicta was doing it, they didn't offer as many discounts back then, like 15 years ago. They didn't offer like straight through, especially if you went to the store. Now, if you went to a brick and mortar Invicta store, oh yeah, you about to pay out. Yeah. So that watch will probably run you about $2,000. Not saying it wasn't worth it, but yeah, that's what it was. And but it gave, and that was the thing, that was the beauty about Invicta, man. It gave you an opportunity to get into a Swiss timepiece because everybody puts it in a huge emphasis on Swiss-made products. All right, so we have this right here. I want to just get into this real quick before we get up out of here. Got this. This is not my Airman. I have changed the strap out. The original strap that came on this watch was black. Nice little thin piece of leather. Nothing special, nothing fancy. It's just, whatever. And I switched it out, man. I've put sailcloth on this thing. I've put rubber on this thing. I put a NATO on it. I have this one is like the latest, like the seatbelt type of deal. But I wanted to give it a different vibe, so I'm changing the strap out now. I know you got Strap Habit, Strap Code. I've yet to buy anything from Artem Straps. I know some of you guys in the chat have purchased from Artem. But got my Amazon pack. So burn fine straps, and not this is I got this myself. This was $20 on Amazon. Burn fine. So I went on YouTube to look at this, and I'm gonna tell you, strap companies are just like watch companies on YouTube, man. If you'll see, because like I know there are people that promote Strap Habit, Strap Code on a regular basis. Those are the mainstream. Artem straps, every once in a while I see somebody promote those, but the burn fine videos, I looked at these and somebody posted this 5 years ago, and I think the oldest one was like 9 years ago. So let's see what we got. Ooh. So I'll mention, if you're still here with me, I mentioned that I was inspired by the what do you call that, Omega Speedy 57, because if you look at the strap, it's maroon strap, maroon leather, and I wanted to get something different for my watch. And this is what, oh man, look at that. This thing is, look at the buckle on this sucker. All right. House in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys for sharing your morning with me, man. That's super dope. I greatly appreciate that. You guys spending time with me this morning. And I appreciate, you know what, I mostly appreciate Jay Jones for spending his time, because I know he much rather be shopping for a new watch than to watch me. So the fact that you took time out of your morning, your busy morning, to stop shopping, looking for watches, and watch your boy, yeah, I appreciate you, bruh. Appreciate your life. Whew, okay, so that is an upgrade. Tell me what y'all think. Are y'all feeling this? I'm telling you, I think, man. Ooh, stiff too. Had to break this sucker in, y'all. Had to break this thing in, yes sir. Oh, stiffness, man. Hold on. Yes, sir, Bob. Ooh, yeah, that thing is aggressively stiff. What y'all think? Is it supple? Nah. It's stiff, bro. It's aggressively stiff. It's going to definitely have to be broken in, bro. It's not supple. Not yet. I'm gonna wear this a little bit. I'm not gonna wear it today because today is a busy day at work. But this will get wear. I'll break it in. But I think it's pretty dope. Now I'm considering, there's a watch that I do have that you don't hear about as often. I got a chance to see more about this. The Cincinnati Watch Company. I've showcased this watch more than a dozen times on my channel, but that is not tint. That is the actual dial of the watch. It is train themed, I guess a field watch, but Arco Deco style. It is, I'm not gonna say it's here to combat like Hamilton, but it does give a different vibe. And you know, like being a micro brand or independent, if you will, having a watch that, you know, there's who is it? On AliExpress, there are a number of watches that look just like the Hamilton piece. There's a number of watches that you can get, but that's what this watch is actually rivaling. It's competing with. And you see the difference in the two field watches. This one has a higher, like as far as this one got a what is it in this thing? Salida 200, I believe. I believe this is a Elite 200. And the way this watch was created, it is pressure tested. It's going through. It goes through all the tests, man. It goes through all the tests. And this watch is running under 4 seconds. I believe it was under 4 seconds. I have the paperwork at the crib. Have to look at it again. It's been a year, maybe 2 years since I actually looked at it because I've had this watch going on 3 years now. It's a nice timepiece. This isn't the original bracelet. It came on the NATO, but I'm considering getting this color strap to go on here. See how? Maybe not. Maybe I get like tan leather to go on this one. Matter of fact, I need to. I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna get a special strap because Jake, y'all know over there Trifecta, Jake has that has a partnership with a guy that does custom straps. My coffee's getting cold. Do you? I have, bro. I have. Yeah, that. Yeah, I do that too. I do put oil on my yeah, just to keep them up, man. You know what I'm saying? I do that. I do that. Yeah. Hey, this thing is stiff, yo. I'll be honest with you. This thing is really stiff. And I'm gonna see how long the break-in period is. And I don't know anything about this company at all. I bought this off of Amazon. It actually comes. Man. It's one thing about live, man. Anything can happen. It comes with a tool for the spring, and then even making adjustments. Get off camera. Focus, baby, focus. Y'all know what it is. If you know, you know. They had a host of other colors on there. I think there's at least 5 more colors outside of this that I want to try. Beautiful colors, man. And I'm not real big on leather straps, man, but I will make an exception because there's some watches that I definitely love to have on leather because they just fit. They just fit. Ha ha! That man said I got loot. Give me the loot. Not me, bro. No, sir. No mas. I don't have the loot, bro. I'm out here, man. I'm just gonna say God's been blessing me to make it through. Cause I definitely don't have it, man. Hey, you the money man, bro. You the money man, bro. Like, y'all, everybody in the chat, man. Hannibal is the dude, man. He's a Marine that's been fortunate, been blessed, and he, like, the dude got like 17 Rolexes. He got Omega, he got Brigade. You know what I'm saying? He got some brands that was specially made for him, you know what I mean? So take that for what it's worth. He got full access to Rolex's foundries and stuff like that. He can go in there anytime he wants to. He got press pass, so yeah, don't let Hannibal fool y'all. What got to stop, bro? What got to stop? Oh, appreciate that. Appreciate that. I just got your text message. Thank you. What's up, Vince? Oh, yeah, AliExpress. Thank you for bringing that up. Last Saturday, PA Jewelers. Oh, okay. You were trying to... All right, got you. Mink oil. You're not like me. You always shopping for watches, bro. It's okay. It's all right. Hey, and speaking of which, no, he got the loot. All the money, y'all, everything right now, Jay Jones is the man, y'all. Jay Jones in the chat, if you don't know, YouTube, if you're new here, I don't care if you are in Ireland, if you're in Russia, if you are in down under, wherever you are and you're watching this. One, I appreciate you guys for watching and tuning in. Shout out to my man Watcher James, because he's always tuning in. Say hello to your wife for me. But I want to bring this to you guys' attention that as collectors, we are, man, very unique people. We're amazing people. We have vast knowledge, and our lives are so interesting. But to have one of the greatest watch buyers, one of the greatest watch collectors in my chat right now, with a seemingly endless amount of revenue. I mean, the money that this man has acquired, I don't know how he got it. I know he used to be a police officer, and I know he used to do like the drug bust and stuff like that. And I don't know how that happens. You know, like when you report, like you see the news line, hey, one cop seizes $50 million in drug money and dope and stuff like that. But then, technically speaking, it was more than that. But like, I don't know. That's just allegedly, right? We have one of the greatest watch buying phenomenal collectors in the chat, Mr. J. Jones. I just want the world to know this. Everybody worldwide, wherever you watch it from, let's just take time to give Mr. J. Jones his flowers. Thank you for being a long life Trapvision watcher and a participant of the channel. He's been on my Instagram feed. We've talked back and forth, but just to have such a celebrity amongst us. Beth, we have one of the #1 top tier watch buyers in the chat right now.
Watch buyer?
Yeah, he's a watch buyer. He's a collector. This dude, he's collecting everything. He collects some of the most pristine watches out there, period.
Just tell him he won't find one like this.
He won't Yeah, man, so I appreciate you for being such an astute collector, such a studious guy, such a how I don't even have the words escape me how I can describe you, sir. But I appreciate you, guy. Worldwide, you're worldwide. You're a worldwide phenomenon. There's no Zuckerberg couldn't even touch you right now, okay? Because you have an endless amount of funds. This man can buy at least 7 watches per day, which he does. And I'm sure that he will be inspired after this episode to buy even more watches. DK.
Hopefully I have a hidden gem for you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
DK, man. I haven't pinned a comment in quite some time. I'm pinning that one. And then we also have the phenomenal one. His handle goes by Dave D, but you know he comes in with the high silver, man. Everybody, please show your love for Mr. Dave D. I call him the Oracle, man, because he has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to watches. His watch collection is off the charts. Ain't touching it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about watches that fly under the radar. If you want to know more about or see, and that's the crazy thing. It's so prestigious. He's mystical. You know what I'm saying? His collection is mystical. Oh, hold on, let me see. Okay, make sure I got my time. Yeah, man. I got some heavy hitters in here, man. Like, bro, listen, the fact that y'all pulled up here, you have a spot to like drink your coffee, talk watches, talk a little smack in the chat, you know what I mean? Dude, I have some of the best people to ever come through here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take it lightly that I got heavy hitters, man. I ain't nobody, bro. I just point the camera, go live, and then I let y'all do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is a lifestyle for me, man, but like this is actually a platform for people to come in and meet some of the top tier collectors, period. Period, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got some heavy hitters in there. And every once in a while, you'll see people like, you know what's interesting? What was that? A few weeks ago, I went live and Russ from Mad Watch Collector popped in. And, you know, there's people like going back and forth, which, side note, when did the Mad Watch Collector become so interesting to where, man, bro, do you know that man, they gunning for him? Pow, 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 they shooting at this man. Yo, I'm talking about this dude is being man, saying he's buying subs, which is, I mean, if you buy subs, you buy subs. Like, he has a number of people that's watching him, and I get, like if you don't like the whole, how he presents, because there's two people on YouTube that gets criticized for the way they present, right? Is Jody, hello, welcome to Just One More Watch. Yeah, like I get that. Some people like, it gets on my nerves. And then Russell, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Mad Watch Collector Show. And he has all the little sound effects and stuff like that and whatever. Yeah, like, bro, this man has been under attack. He has been under attack, bro. And I think that's the going thing right now. Like YouTubers, some of the YouTubers up there are really getting shot at, bro. Like it's crazy what this year is coming on. But then, yeah, that's neither here nor there. I have no problem with Russell. I've been watching his channel for a long time. I think I think one of the funniest segments that he has is when he does the WWF segment. It's nostalgic for me because I'm a lot older than this young man, and the fact that snap into a Slim Jim, Slim Jim, you owe us royalties because because if somebody go out and buy Slim Jim, y'all heard it here. But anyway, I just like that segment, when he does. Let's get the bezel in. I dig that. But I mean, everybody's entitled to judge your YouTubers, man. You're entitled. I just find it funny that that he has been the topic. He's been under fire, and I'm like, man, you'd have thought this dude made a decision to invade a nation and drop bombs on people or something like that. Like, and we're talking watches, bro. Like, I don't know, Russell. I'm sorry, bro, man, but man. Matter of fact, Russell, I think I'm going to be one of the next people to make a video about you. I'm going to attack you, sir. So I'm letting you know ahead of time. I'm going to do a video based around the Mad Watch Collector and what you mean to horology, or are you damaging horology? Yeah. Is Russell still needed out here as a horologist? Is he a horologist? What type of watch collector is he? Is he for the people, or is there some type of mad plan to take over the world through watch reviews? I don't know. I'm gonna do some digging. I'm gonna find out, man, because we gotta know. Is he for the people, or he's some selfish, evil genius that's out to get us? Who knows? Yeah, I get that. They can take it. Don't play the game. Yeah. Wow. He said, wow. Oh my gosh. Innocent. Don't think so. Wow. I go through money like Niagara Falls. Sweet bystander, okay. Man, I'm having a time. Oh, okay, I can see that. More money. I'm trying to tell you, man. Yo, I'm just saying, Jay Jones, man. Bruh. He own it. He own one, bro. I just never seen. I'm like, man, Jay Jones, what is it like? You know what, Jay? If you don't mind, can I just like shadow you for a day, man? Can I hang out with you for a day, bro, and just see what it is to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be in your world for a day. I just like I want to experience, and then I want to see your watch collection up front. I may not have the opportunity to film it because you know what I'm saying. I don't know how you feel about that. You may not want everybody to know that you have at least 2,500 watches in your collection. But in the event that you allow me to shadow you, man, I would love to do such, bro. I would love to just be in your world for a day. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in New York, and I can be in New York, man, in about 2-3 weeks, bro. So let's plan something. Man, I am struggling trying to get this darn. Why is this thing not getting in there? At any rate. All right, so this is the switch up. Changed out. I'm gonna rock that, man. So like I said, I'm big on the straps. I don't know what I'm going to put these straps on, but I'll find something. No biggie. All right, let's see. Oh, it's time for me to bounce. I gotta go to work. And yeah, I'm going to be dropping my first video here shortly. Let you borrow grip. Okay. Okay, Hannibal. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to do this, man, but like we have a Marine in the chat right now that's asking that is a crazy question. That's a crazy request for you to say, let you borrow anything? A man that has more time and money than the average person, your collection, sir, speaks for itself. Your collection just speaks volumes. I mean, and you guys, if you don't know, go back to I did the live where I did an unboxing with Hannibal. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm not even gonna say nothing else. I'm not gonna say another word because my man has a collection like none other. So, hold up, man. What you say, Jay? You know what? Matter of fact, I said I may not do it, man, because Jay Jones still owns a badge and he has a gun, and he runs New York. So I don't know if I want to put myself in that type of position. I don't want to get jammed up, and I don't want to get like I mess around and come back from New York to Indiana without my watches, man. So I'm good, Jay. You know what? I decline my request.
Hi, we're on our way out.
Yeah. Have a great day.
Yo, he said Jay Jones will live forever. Yo, hey, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. All right, y'all, listen, I'm about to get up out of here. Is there something I didn't show? Oh, I didn't show the ball? Yeah. Ooh. Let's see something. I just want to try something before I get about this thing. And one thing I do love about ordering straps, man, that quick release thing is not having to use the tool is phenomenal. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's see how this will look over here. You guys talk amongst yourselves while is it the same side? Yeah. Yeah. This is different. Uh-oh, hold on, y'all. Dang, why am I struggling? There we go. What y'all think? Yay, nay? I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna rock with it. Oh, I'm yeah, live. I'm tripping. I put it on backwards, y'all. I'll put it on upside down. Oh well. But y'all got the gist of it. I'm feeling my way through, bro. That's how I can do it, man. Jay, this okay. Look at it like this, man. Just trying to find the hole, bro. Like you don't need the light for that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Take that for what it's worth. It's 9 o'clock somewhere. 9 p.m. somewhere. Jay, I'm not messing with you, bro. Jay, you a bad influence too. And you know what's crazy? Because I know after he's gonna call me, he's gonna cuss me out. And he was like, I'm sick of this crap. I'm gonna get that from Jay. All right, now there we go. There we go. I had it upside down. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, but I think this is cool. That's cool. Yeah, I highly recommend you guys change out straps. And Borealis. Hey, I dig Borealis. I like Borealis. I like Borealis. I don't own one. I'm gonna have to change that because I do. That's one I would like to own, the Borealis. I would like to. Yeah. Oh, hold on, man. I had to. While I'm sitting here, man, spending the latter part of my show changing straps. What y'all think? Ooh, I like that. Yeah, Gene Kranz on yellow. The only thing is, like, if that was silver, that'd be dope. But that yellow go hard though, man. Give it a whole different. Yeah. So we got to change up the straps, man. Some watches that are underrated. You won't see this one on YouTube ever unless you come over here. Nobody's talking about ball like that. And we're talking, you know what? I might even do a whole show on that one in the summer because if ball comes to Watches and Wonders, not Watches, I'm tripping, not Watches and Wonders, but Wind Up. If ball is there for Wind Up, then we'll talk about it. I'll do a whole segment on that one because I like ball watches. I think it's underrated, man, and this the quality of ball. Like, I have no complaints. I like it. I just don't like the fact that they don't announce which ones has a 904 steel. You have to go through like so much research you have to do to find information on ball, which pisses me off. I'm like, yo, ball, what are we doing, bro? Why? That's any watch company. And so I close out. There's some watch companies. Why do you put watches out and you don't put a description, a vivid description, basic information? There's some of you guys don't put basic information, and we have to guess at it, we have to look at it, or maybe even call the company like, hey, could you explain what is this watch made out of? What is going on with it? There's certain descriptions that's not put on the internet, and it's like having to look at a previous model to guess, like, well, maybe because they did that on this model, I have to assume that this model has the same characteristics. It's crazy. Because I do know Ball uses 904L steel on some of their models, not all. And I don't know if is this 316 or 904. It does not say. I read everything. I read the box is beautiful too. We'll go through that. All right, y'all, I'm out of here because I got to go to work. And I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see y'all high rollers later. Yeah, all right. Thank you, Lucha, for being here. Thank you, Marilyn Thomas in there. What's going on, bro? What's going on, bro? Yeah. We'll, matter of fact, bro, Marilyn on time. We got to do another video together, bro. Do another video. But we'll talk. I'll hit you up on Instagram and see what your schedule's like. However, so if you just got here, bro, I just changed out some straps on some watches. This right here too. My Airman, just changed that. I showcased an Invicta that you will never see on YouTube because nobody's going to do it. But me, I'm crazy enough to talk about Invicta still in 2026. And not in a way that's normally talked about because it's always a pun or some type of stab at people being poor collectors if you own an Invicta. I'll do it. I'll take it. I don't care. What are you gonna do? Cancel me? I doubt it. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate your life, as one of my favorite people would say. And yeah, another live done. Got any questions, comments, man? Please post this. If you made it this far on the replay, you are a real one. Because I know for me, that'd be hard for me to get this far in the live. An hour of watching the live and I wasn't a part of it. Yeah. So if you made it to this point and you didn't tell me what you had on the wrist, tell me what did you have on the wrist at the time of watching this. I appreciate your life. All right. So until the next lightning strike, y'all be blessed. Another dope live. Yeah.